Hi, Kathy. I'm good. No, but I can read your lips, though. You were right about the snow. Wow. That's crazy. Weird that I can't hear you because your thing isn't on. Like, you're not muted. So I don't know why I can't hear you. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me pull up my stuff. No, mine's up. That's weird. Whoa. Just me now? Kathy?
Can you hear me now? Yes,
Yes.
can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm dreaming of a white Halloween, right?
I guess so, huh? That's crazy.
It is crazy.
I got a text from my daughter in Rhode Island. She's like, it's snowing here. I'm like, well, it's pouring here. And then all of a sudden, here came the snow.
Yeah,
Now it's sticking.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, my car is covered.
Wow.
My deck is covered. It looks like we have about an inch outside.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is nuts. I don't like it, but nothing I can do about it.
Nope.
So are you in the office?
I am.
You-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Many
my
people- Oh, look
goodness.
at this.
You win. You win.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Well done.
That's
Wait till
awesome.
you
I
see
love
my,
it.
want to see my cape?
Nice.
Yeah, baby.
I figured you'd have the RNL home team logo on the back.
Well, Lisa's coming in shortly. I think you'll enjoy her costume as well.
Oh my God, you guys are so
We're doing,
fun.
we're doing pop buys today and tomorrow for many of our raving fans and advocates.
Nice.
Little plastic pumpkins filled with treats and just, it's gonna snap a selfie and text it to them and say, hey, we stopped by your house.
Oh,
Have
that's
a
awesome.
fabulous holiday.
I love that. I'm writing it down for next year.
I went and got my hair cut and my hairdresser is a licensed realtor who sends us 2 or 3 referrals every year. So he was pretty happy to get his pumpkin of treats.
Oh,
I might wear it all the time, actually. I kind of like it.
yeah, you like the muscles, right?
Yeah, I've been working out lately in my bat cave.
That's funny.
But we do have, even Batman practices safe COVID-19 protocols.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I love it.
So, Kristen, are you taking part in the pie giveaway, I hope?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's hard
I
not
always-
to. It's
I
easy.
always have this dilemma of like, I know you invite like everybody and you buy like 100 pies, but then you throw away like a lot, don't you?
We,
Like, I
we
feel like
never
that's
throw, we never throw any away. We always, you know,
donate it.
distribute them to somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we've, you know, even if we've had like, last year we had like 11 left over. And we
Oh,
just
that's it.
gave some to firefighters and, you know, just
Oh,
gave them
nice.
out everywhere.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
Good
Zev always
idea.
has like a whole table full of stuff and I'm like, oh, you
Yeah.
know? So I'm always debating like, should I invite like the whole database? Should I just do my clients, referrals, people like for the last year or two, you know?
So yeah, we'll talk about that shortly. Lisa's coming in. She just had to put an offer together. But we're basically sending out a postcard to our database.
Yep.
It's like 700 postcards, you know, maybe 10, I doubt maybe 5% might say yes. So, oh, look who I found.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, Robin!
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
Hi, Kathy Arnold.
I don't know if I can see too well, but
Hi.
love your shirt, Kristen, your sweater, Kristen.
You like that?
Yeah,
I know someone that
Whoa.
has one.
I love it.
My friend's having a party this week and Friday, I think it is, or
Oh, no
Thursday, I don't
way.
even know. One of my neighbors, so I'm going to another one.
Oh, God.
That looks
Gonna
awesome,
sell another
Lisa.
house.
I'm no kidding, right?
Hey,
Just
that's
to
a
pay for
hot
my
new
food.
listing you have there in Millbrook. That's a really
You
great
like-
looking listing.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited about it. I just had this guy call me.
Oh,
He's like, hi,
Justin.
hey, Justin. He was
Hello.
like, hi, this is my,
Hey, guys.
gave me his name and he's like, I'm interested in 17 Millbrook, Morningside. And I said, I said, you an agent? Cause sometimes like, they don't tell you they're an agent, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh, looking in Rockland, whatever. And she's like, yeah. He's like, well, I have an agent, but I can't get a hold of her. Can you, so I just figured I'd call you. Can you show it to me? I'm like, sorry.
Wow.
Like, you really got to call your agent. Like if you're working with someone, I can't. And he was like, okay, fine. And he hung up on me.
Oh,
Hey, I have a question for Justin O'Connor. Justin, is this going to be your first pie giveaway event?
This is my first pie giveaway.
okay.
Honestly, I'm hoping.
I have no idea what this entails.
I'm so glad that you.
That's
you know,
why I'm
that-
here.
That's why we did this.
Take notes because honestly,
Oh,
these
I see
these
somebody.
types of events, basically run by the office and we all jump on board are really potentially really powerful events. Last year, we invited our bookkeeper and he brought his wife and then they listed their house with us on River Street in Braintree. And, so let's say we spent $1,000 on pies and everything else,
It
mailings.
wasn't even that much.
It wasn't
was
even
it?
that
You don't
much.
have to spend that much. Don't
Don't have to spend that much.
don't
know,
freak
that-
them out.
That earned us about a $13,000 commission. And
That's
they're
awesome.
That'll
they're
work.
friends
That's
for
worth
life
it.
now.
That's awesome.
So I don't know how many people are on here. I know somebody has
6.
6. Okay. Nicole.
not many.
Oh, okay, so somebody can't make it. So basically, do we have the paper that Marcia?
The checklist.
The checklist. So the reason for the pie giveaway, first of all, is it's a great touch. And it's, coming from giving, coming from contribution, which is, we want to help people get what they want and we can get what we want, right? I mean, that's a common thing. If we help people get to where they want to go, whether it's to purchase a house or sell a house, we obviously get paid for that great service. So what I would say is, oh, God knows what's in there.
Who else is on the call?
I'll get it.
Is anyone else on the call?
Can you put your camera on? I don't know who that is. I just see a phone number. And I think they're trying to talk, but we can't hear them.
Oh. So, did you just?
I'm
upload
pulling up the,
what Marcia just did,
the,
the drive? It's in drive?
no, I got it.
Okay.
The pie party checklist.
So basically, so we're giving away pies in order to, give thanks to our clients, obviously. And this is a great touch, and it's an easy touch. So here we have some, a little bit of some, what is that?
Did we lose it?
I don't know.
Oh, there it is. All right, sorry, guys.
Where'd it go?
So do you want me to share it now?
Yeah, why
Lisa?
not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Host disabled participant screen sharing. So I'll email it to everybody. So I guess I can't screen share, but what I can tell
Why
you
can't we screen share it?
is Marcia just, so we've done this a lot, but we're just putting, one of the things that our awesome team leader is asking us to do is document all of the things we do. So,
There it is, but you can't see that. So
no, they can't see it.
why don't you, you download that and then upload it, go to the screen share and upload it.
Hi, Corey.
You guys.
Corey's laughing at our costumes.
I don't know why.
You?
Hi, Corey.
Hello. Who wants to say hi to?
Kristen Bucher
We're
and
talking about the pie party and, you could even talk about that a little bit, Corey, because you've done it every year.
Oh.
say
So,
hi, Corey.
Oh,
so Justin, are you the only one on here that's not done it before?
I would
We
assume
haven't
so.
done it.
Okay.
Oh, you
Guild
haven't?
group.
Oh,
No,
Who is that person that doesn't have a screen there?
I don't know. Who are the other two that are on? Can you tell us who you are? Or
Once
show
it-
your face?
It could be that sometimes somebody has a phone number attached to their,
yeah,
Right, but
my phone, my cell number is attached. That's
Okay.
my cell.
I don't know why they're not.
oh, so it's you, Kathy. You're on two screens.
It's me.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Justin, one of the things we do is, this year is a little different. Usually we have like maybe the attorneys or the mortgage brokers kind of helping us out a little bit. And last year we were at the Granite Grill in Braintree. And we send out invites for our clients to come and pick up a pie. This year it's going to be a little different because of COVID. We're doing a drive-by. So, oh, okay, that's.
Lindsay.
So we're doing a drive-by. So the first thing you do is take that flyer that Lindsay had sent out. Did you get that, everyone?
Yep.
And you can modify it. You can create your own. You could go
Brand
on.
it, if you got a logo, your picture, so you modify that flyer and here it is. And the checklist, that's the first thing we do. When we get that, it's usually 6 weeks prior to the event. So we edit the flyer, we put our logo on it, our pictures, we modify it, we can change it any way we want. We try to keep it really simple. And the next thing we do is distribute that invitation. So here's what you need to decide how you're gonna do it. One of the things we always do is we absolutely make sure that everybody who bought a home from us from Thanksgiving of last year to this year is gonna get a pie, no matter what. Even if they, if they move to like Dallas, we have a few people that moved out of the state, out of the country. Clearly that's not gonna happen, but they're still gonna get the invite. It's a touch. So this, if you follow this correctly, you should have at least 6 touches to your database. And that's really what this is all about, is touching the database, getting your name in front of them. So we edit the flyer, number one. Number two, we distribute the flyer. This year, we're using snail mail, email, and social media. All right, and we actually also text it, we snap a picture of it, and we can text it to people. So we're always just throwing it out there. So we're gonna pay some money to get it. We already had a postcard drafted. That's going out in the mail. We have a deadline for them notifying us when, if they want a pie, and if so, which kind. We'll do an email blast to our database. So they get an email, they get a snail mail, and we're gonna put it out on social media.
You can also follow up with, obviously you want to follow up with your phone calls because your phone call is the most important contact you can do.
So that's number three. There's there's six items on our checklist. Number three is follow up with a phone call or an email. So that's kind of done periodically. It's part of our daily routine between now leading up to Thanksgiving. Hey, did you get the invite? Hey, do you want a pie? The pie is now part of our conversation for a month. So those follow-up calls are huge. Oh, by the way, how has COVID affected your business? You just get into dialogue with these people. So don't miss out on that opportunity. As you're doing your follow-up, perfect opportunity to introduce real estate, maybe ask them for, a referral or whatever. This is what we do, and it works so well all the time. I mean, if you think about it, many of us suffer from call reluctance because we don't know what to say. This is a reason to have a conversation, and it's coming from contribution, right?
And I would say you can start now. So if you get that
Yeah.
flyer ready and you want to send it out to your entire database, right? The other thing you want to do is get prepared. So where are you going to get your pies? Everybody's going to ask, where am I going to get the pies? Do I pay for them? What happens? We used to get them all together like at BJ's, and one person would go out and get them all. It just got too crazy. So everybody gets their own pies. And here's 3 places where I found were really good. Whole Foods usually has a great deal where you buy 4, get 1 free kind of thing. Then BJ's and Montilio's. If you have somewhere else that you want to go, that's perfectly fine. You're just going to get your count together. So some people will actually ask what kind of pie. I just like to make things simple. I just get the pies, and when they show up, I'll let them know what we have, because otherwise it was like, I want pecan, this one.
Yeah, it's 100 individual orders,
Yeah.
right?
And
So we're trying to simplify it.
And it also doesn't matter if you only have 10 people come
That's okay.
or 50 people come. It's not even the giving of the pie that's so much of importance. It's
It's
the
the
reaching
act of
out.
thanks. It's gratitude.
So maybe a week before you have an idea of how many people are actually going to show up. You take that number, you call, you order your pies. You're going to pick them up maybe Monday or Tuesday day. And we're all going to Pond Plain Improvement Center. Does everybody know where that is? It's on Pond Street in Weymouth, Justin. Do you know Pond Street? So it's like it's a neighborhood center that people join. So we're using the bottom half of that. It has a great driveway.
A
and
circular
It
driveway.
has a really good parking spot. So we're all going to bring our pies there. We're going to ask our clients basically to text us or call us when they're there, so we can run out to their car and deliver the pie.
Let's talk about the pies for a second. So Kristen can attest to this. In the years past, we would have, 10 tables of realtors, and everyone had different pies, different labels. Some of them put ribbons on their pies and made it look really beautiful. We had Pie Envy last year from Carol Lociato. Hers looked amazing. But at the end of the day, that is like so secondary. It's all the work that we're doing now leading up to that event. And then afterwards is key. So I've learned that, how beautiful the pie looks, it's not as important as you would think. You definitely want your label.
You want to brand it.
A big label, brand the pie.
Whether you put a sticker on it that you make, you can just print out that puts because when they go home and they bring it, or who knows what's happening this year, they bring it home anyway. And somebody says, oh, that's a great pie. What's on top of it? The sticker doesn't say Shaw's or Montilio's. It says Justin O'Connor or Kristen Bucher on it. And they're like, where did you get it? My realtor. How many people can say that, right? So it really is like, wow, I want to use a realtor who actually does that for me too.
And you can get creative here. I know Rose Mancuso always puts like thank you so much for all those sweet referrals you send me. Enjoy the pie, happy Thanksgiving. So a little message, make sure it's branded with your name and make sure there's a lot of gratitude in that message. And you can't go wrong, but we always put a label right on top. And again, it's not even important about what type of pie it is or how, if there's ribbons on it, it's the act of giving. And it starts now. It starts like we've already been making calls. And when's the postcard going out? Did it go out already?
No, because I didn't like it.
It'll probably go out
So
Monday or
modify
the
it.
2nd. So they're going to have 2 weeks
I have to think.
to call us and RSVP. And then in those 2 weeks, we're actually making those calls. That's going to be our lead gen calls, calling our database. You get the postcard, you get the email, you get the postcard, get the email.
It's nothing easier than that. Nothing easier. I mean, instead of, and you don't have to mention real estate at all.
But it will come up.
So it's going to be from 3 PM to 7 PM at Pond Plain Improvement Center. I think it's 231 Pond Street in South Weymouth. We're hoping to get some people together to help decorate outside. Not much, maybe balloons. Let's see, after a day like today, there's trees that came down in my yard today. My daughter's sending me pictures of all these trees, broke through the fence and everything. So I'm like, will balloons work that day? I don't know, but
From a little snow, my gosh.
so yeah, none of the trees are ready for this snow, right?
Mhm.
So, well, I'm hoping some people show up between 12 and, or 1 and 3, and we can decorate a little bit. And we'll have some fun. I mean, it really is a great time. And it's nice we can get together again.
We'll put a bunch of open house signs directing people so they know that there's a Keller Williams event going on that day.
Yeah, that will be essential.
Yeah.
Maybe we can make some.
And what time? Yeah, what time do you have the people come and get the pies?
3 to 7. It sounds
So-
long, but
So what are we doing? Are we having them text us and say, hey, we're here, and then we run out and give it to them? It's
I
gonna be a
think
little,
so. I mean, unless we're out there, I think it's best that they text us and then
Yeah.
we'll make sure that we're all protected, we have our mask on when we go and bring it out to them.
Yeah.
Maybe we have them text us, that they're here and what color their car is or something.
yeah. Are there gonna be tables there for us to put our pies on it, just to like for
Yeah,
storage?
downstairs, there should be tables. So I have to go and double check on that.
Same
But
level, like to get in and out, like to go to the where the driveway is?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
So the communication is typically going to increase in the days leading up to that. Right before you make your pie order, you kind of need to know how many pies you need. But the communication shouldn't stop at that point. So you have the face-to-face visit, hopefully. But after that day, there's a bunch of thank you calls. And even after Thanksgiving, thank you so much for coming by. Oh, how was your holiday? It was awesome. And again, it's just another reason to have a great conversation. So I want you all to leverage this event and really apply it to your sphere. And it doesn't have to be a past client. It can be a vendor.
Yeah.
It can be a local, your dentist, chiropractor, anybody. It's a broad scope for who this can cover. It's up to you.
Mhm. And I
Justin,
mean, and
how many people?
you don't need to spend a ton of money, try to find, the pies, you don't need to go crazy because we all know, I mean, if
About
you
10
have,
bucks a pie.
if you have 50 pies, it can add up,
That's $500.
right? So, you can shop around, figure out with the best place. We'll let you know. I mean, usually last 2 years we went to Whole Foods and they had, they have great pies. People are like, okay, Whole Foods. They probably maybe don't even go there for their pies, but they're thinking they must be pretty good, right?
How
Justin,
much are they there?
I think, well, I used to buy them by the case and it was like buy 4, get 1 free. And they're probably $8.
an apple pie was like $6.
Yeah,
Are they big or are they small?
they're regular, but they're in
maybe
a
8 inch.
small box. The box is like the same, like.
Like a
paper.
pizza box, like a bar pizza box?
No, like regular pie box, like you'd see. Yeah, so they're not really small. I'd say they're average.
I like the BJ's just because they're really big.
They are. They look
They're only
really
like $7.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's another place, I think it's just, and if somebody needs us to pick some up there, if you don't have a membership, let us know.
Justin, how many people approximately do you have in your database? Or do you how many pies do you think you might be purchasing for this event?
Well, I was going to ask you guys about that. What about prospective clients that, whatever you've spoken to in the past, maybe roughly just about potentially buying those to go out to?
Mhm.
And then,
100%.
Sometimes
Okay.
they're even more important, right?
Anybody
yeah,
that
that's
you
what I
wanna,
figure.
anybody that you're looking to strengthen the relationship with.
Right.
It's so funny because I had two listing appointments yesterday, and it's like right when I'm gonna send out the pie invitations, right? And based on the situation there, it's like family because they're both like in estates. And so, it's like, okay, I'm trying to get this in, oh, here, I'm inviting you to a pie party. Like the timing's terrible. Like I don't want them to think like I'm only giving them the pies so I can get the
Driving
listing.
them.
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, it happens every like this time of year. It's like,
So everyone does this differently. I know Eddie Mulcairns doesn't even participate in this, but he does buy pies and he literally drives all over town the day before Thanksgiving and hands them out.
Yeah, some people do
Whatever
drive
works for
by.
you.
Yeah, and some people might say, I can't make it, so then you just go deliver them.
We do both.
Right.
We love this face-to-face event. It's a little different now with COVID, but we're pivoting. But the day after, guess what? Guarantee we're going to have overflow pies. And that's when we literally have a list of people and we divide and conquer. Okay, where are you going today? You're going to cover Quincy and Weymouth? Excellent.
I'm going to the Bat Cave. I
Meet me back in the Bat Cave, Robin, and we'll strategize. But yeah, we want to cover Gotham City and just make sure everybody is well fed.
I mean, like last year was really cool because there's food and drinks and everything was, like normal life.
yeah.
So it's a little bit different, but people will also, I think, especially maybe some of the people who went last year, they'll be happy to see that we're still doing it, but in a safe way. And again, like having those signs out front will be awesome. Just so other people in the neighborhood, like, who's that? We need to stay number one in Weymouth. So that'll be a good spot.
Yes.
I'm trying to think,
Is
any
it
questions? or
worth
anything?
putting a message? Yeah, is it worth putting a message about your safety is our top priority? And
Sure.
we will be wearing masks and be happy
Absolutely.
to deliver to your trunk.
Mhm. Well, yeah, absolutely. That's why it's like
Yeah.
text.
Yeah.
Touch like the restaurants or the grocery stores do, so that people don't just jump to the conclusion
Right. Yeah,
that
you got to
they
educate them.
might
about-
be. Okay.
And we're going to wear gloves that day and just, again, safety first. But it's a good point, Kathy. You want to make sure that people don't jump to conclusions and they do realize we will be, implementing these safe COVID-19 protocols, and there will be
You can call it the free pie drive-by.
free pie drive-by.
I like that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's I always love this time of year because me and Lisa both genuinely feel the gratitude that we have. Think back to all the people that hired you this year and just think, wow, they could have really hired anybody, but they hired you.
Or they secure something with you because they're like, wow, why would I go with someone else who didn't even, didn't call me? Well, I might as well go with that person who actually invited me to get a pie. And maybe they don't even show up. It doesn't matter. They just, they're surprised.
Yeah, we've had
That you'd
people
be
drive far distances just to get a pie, and others that can't. Hey, no problem, it's all good. And sometimes we're driving down to Marshfield and dropping off a pie. It really, it's kind of a fun way to cement the relationship.
Today,
And
yeah.
it's also lead gen. It absolutely is a form of lead generation.
Absolutely.
And I think, Kristen, I'm curious to see how you feel about this, but we guarantee there's at least one sale as a direct result from this event every year, at least one.
Yeah.
And that's all you need.
I guess I haven't really tracked it, to be honest. Like, is it because of the pie?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Plus, you can take a picture, it's a great thing to also put them on social media. Take a picture while you're there and there are cars there and, everything we can do to promote how we're giving, I think is a very important thing.
Yeah, definitely leverage social media and take selfies and put them out there. Maybe even do a Facebook Live thing that day. There's so many ways to leverage this out, and everyone does it a little bit differently. So, you got to figure out which way works best for you.
That's my always, this is always my biggest, like, I have such a problem with this because I just don't know which way to go. Like, you know, like I remember like using Rosen as an example. She would put out like invitation. She would send me, you know, a pie invitation. I'm like, all right, fine. Yeah, give me an apple pie. You never got one. But you know what I mean? Like, why are you sending it to me? I work here. So like, it was like just blanketed everywhere. I just don't know if I would do that. I just wouldn't do that because like, what if I end up with like 500 pies and these people don't even know, hey, I'm in a green card. I have no idea who this person is. You know what I'm saying? Or if they even showed up. But then it's like, I don't want to market it online because then it's like, all right, what if I forgot somebody? What if someone feels like, oh, well, I should have had one. Why didn't I get, you know what I mean?
You have
Like,
a drunk monkey on your shoulder.
Yeah,
You gotta
I
get
know.
that drunk monkey off. We sent. a
I'm very
postcard-
sensitive to, it's not another time, it's just, I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing and I don't want to like exclude somebody by accident and then kind of make it like,
So that's
don't
why if
know.
you put it on social media, they'll see it. Or if you use that, there's a thing called Reach in your phone. It's an app and you can send a picture of it and send it to everyone in your phone. I sent a thing last year to every single realtor I know, probably what Rose did. I sent something to everybody. I mean, sometimes I go through my phone and it's the first time I'm going to talk, text them and I'm like, oh, I sent them an invite. It's called Reach.
I got it.
can you
And-
do it just not the whole phone, but like,
You can
certain
pick who
people?
you want to go.
is that a paid thing?
No, I think it was free for the first blank and then it might have been
Oh.
$4 after that. So try that and you just take a picture of the flyer and everyone gets it and it puts their name on there. So it actually personalizes it.
Okay.
So that's a great thing to do. And so sometimes we said, okay, we'll just invite the people from last year and then the people who have like given us referrals. Well, sometimes you're left with extra pies. So this year we're sending a postcard to everyone in the database. Everyone,
And think about that. So
because it's what, the 80-20 rule?
Kristen, let's just say that Reach app reach somebody that you don't want to get a pie, but they raise their hand and say, I'll take one. So what? It's
Yeah.
$10. Here you go. You just never know. Good, bad, ugly, and different. It's an act of gratitude, an act of giving. We had one guy, I've been chasing him for
Oh.
12 years and he hasn't listed his house yet. When he does, he will hopefully hire us. But he came and he took 2 pies. We're
I'm
like, really,
Don't
dude?
invite him anymore.
Whatever. Like,
He's a taker.
he's a taker. But we are givers. We are givers, and that's what we do. And even if 100 people step up and say, I definitely want a pie,
We'll
the
make it
more the
happen.
merrier. We're gonna
Yeah.
make it happen.
Mhm.
You know what we're doing today and tomorrow? We have pumpkins full of candy and we're gonna I didn't expect this weather, but we're gonna go to people's houses, put the pumpkin, take a picture of ourselves in front of their house and text it to them like this.
Yeah.
With a nice
that's what
little
you told us.
message.
That's a good idea. That's cute.
When you're leaving Gotham City, call the R&L home team. We'll find your next cave.
There you go. Is that what you wrote on it?
That's what we're gonna, send
That's
that.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of silly, but I'm trying to have fun, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Fun.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
Justin, are you
Everybody
gonna
needs some
participate?
Fun these days.
I think so. I'm gonna go through my database and see. I like the vendor idea and I like the prospective clients. I've done like a few rentals that I want to get out to people maybe that potentially buy in the next year after their lease is
Yeah.
up and stuff like that. So I think you're right. It's a great touch. It's an easy one. So yeah, it's definitely something I got to look into.
And it's funny, like you think that everyone would say, okay, I'll come and get a free pie. They feel weird about getting something free. So really, it's amazing how many people actually don't.
And some people can't make it. They
Yeah.
might have work obligations or family obligations. It's a narrow point of time, right? On a specific day. So if they can't make it, that's okay. There's no obligation for us to deliver that pie, but that is an extended gesture of goodwill by hand delivering it to them. And we tend to get a lot of texts. Hey, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
And I mean, I hope everybody like talks about it with other agents because I'm, it's too bad they're not on here, but the more people that are there, the better we are
Yeah.
as a group.
Yeah.
People are going to think they're all your clients or, Kristen, they're going to say, the Gill Group has so many clients. Justin has so many clients. They don't know who's your client or who isn't. And it really makes you look like a superstar or,
Yeah.
A superhero.
Are you going to ask for agents to tell you if they're going to participate? So like we have an idea of how many of us are actually going to really do it? Because
yeah.
like how many do we normally have when we're at, at the restaurant, and it's like, out of all the agents we have, it's like 10 or 12 of us.
It's so sad,
I
right?
think on November 1, we'll probably send an email blast out to the whole office asking everybody to just make themselves be known if they plan to participate.
Yeah.
The more the better. It really is, you can't have too many people there.
Mhm.
Because they're not staying for a while like they used to. They're literally driving in and pulling away. It's about a 1-minute act.
Maybe I'll make some really good apple cider in that hot crock pot that will keep us
Yeah,
really
with some
warm.
Captain Morgan's.
Something yummy like the caramel one.
There you go.
That's for us, right? Cheers to another year, right?
Right. Awesome.
Well,
Kathy, is the Guild Group going to participate this year?
We are definitely going to do a pie event, but because so many of our clients are in
All over the place.
Boston
Yeah.
and West, what we're going to do is, and we have several on the South Shore. So Bob is thinking of doing 3 drive-by spots.
Great idea.
He probably will do something in Newton, Wellesley, Natick area, Boston, and then South Shore.
Love it.
I know
And
like
have
Bernice
people come.
Osborne,
Yeah,
she has a couple
yeah, and
colleagues.
so,
Oh, no, sorry.
yeah. So, yeah, he's pretty excited about it and asked me to join this call, get as many ideas from the people who have done it successfully in the past. And I
Anybody-
love learning new things, so yeah, it's great.
We're happy you're on the call for sure. I wish there was more people because this
Thank
is,
you.
I think Kristen can attest that this is one of the annual events that KW puts on that is good for the agents. The pumpkin party,
Yeah,
ice cream social, the pie giveaway. There's so many things that we can just attach ourselves to, and there's
right.
power in numbers. So
And everybody always says, I
Yeah.
don't call, I have nothing to say. I feel like I'm asking for business. Well, this is the easiest
Yeah,
thing
you're not
ever
asking
to
for
pick up your
business.
phone and say,
Yeah,
we're having our annual pie giveaway and Keller Williams.
right.
And it's just an easy touch and people are
It is.
excited.
Yeah. Yeah, and who wouldn't want something free? And especially if they know that they can do a drive-by and be perfectly safe, and all they have
Right.
to do is pop their trunk,
Yes,
you
exactly.
know? And I have a few friends that will be bringing us business, and I'm actually gonna make pies for them.
Oh,
for 2
stop it.
people. Yeah, yeah.
course you are.
I love making pies. I learned how to do it from my mom, and it's a whole lot of work. But yeah, my friends really like it. So I decided to make pies for the 2 people who I know are going to sell, and I'll deliver those.
Could you make all my pies? Can I order mine through you?
We did a video, like, I think it was last year or the year before, we were in the kitchen and we threw like powder on, like flour on us. and we
Oh
put
God,
on-
yeah,
Do you remember that? We put on,
powder
yeah.
and aprons.
but we had aprons on and we were in the kitchen and people actually were like, I can't believe you guys actually made pies. I mean, they really thought we made pies. It was awesome.
We just have a lot of fun with it, and
Yeah,
So you
don't
could,
we all
Yeah.
need that?
I mean, I think I stole it from Dakota because she was the one
Yeah,
that started it. I
yeah.
stole it from her. So imagine you send that out to your database, like you're cooking, they're like, wow, oh my God, I better go get it.
Right?
It's so fun. There's so many downers in the world these days. You gotta stay up. Gotta stay up.
oh, right, right. Everything you can do to be kind to someone. There's just so many negative things happening in our world today.
Yep.
Turn off the TV.
Stop watching the
Right?
news.
Yeah, exactly.
So, hey, Justin, if you have any questions that we didn't get to talk about on this call, feel free to call us afterwards, okay?
Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. This is great.
Well, thank you. Kristen, you have
Thank you.
anything else?
Thank you. Great
I
to
just
see
gotta, I
everyone.
just gotta send, I have the flyer that I made. I just gotta send it out now.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
not, the timing is perfect. We got to get on the phones now and just start calling like crazy. And again, like Lisa said, these are easy calls to make.
Mhm.
hey, I want to give you something for free. And I appreciate your business. I appreciate your support, even if they never did business with you. You know what? I just appreciate you.
Mhm.
And
I-
it's a really powerful touch, more so than, any other
They were
events
like,
that we
oh my
do.
gosh, I forgot my friend blank is, so that first call that you're telling them, then the second call, by the third call, they've talked to somebody who said, I'm getting a pie. I talked to my realtor, and they talked to somebody who needs to buy or sell. So by the time you're at that sixth touch, I mean, usually most people have maybe talked to someone who they're going to refer you to.
Yeah, it's all good.
But if you only speak to them one time, it's less likely.
Right.
Justin, we'll email you the checklist, okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
All right,
you.
if
Okay.
no one else has questions.
Happy Halloween.
Happy
Happy
Halloween.
Halloween.
Be
Thanks.
safe.
Have a
driving
powerful
around.
weekend.
You
Bye-bye.
too.
Stay
Bye.
safe.
Don't
Bye-bye.
forget to turn the clocks back.
This weekend?